Karana, and this is a video to introduce you to my 15112 turn project. My turn project is named Shinsai-Simulator because Shinsai is the Japanese word for earthquake disaster. And what I wanted to do in my simulation is to simulate a tsunami in a model city situation. Well, why I wanted to do this is because I come from Japan and we have a lot of earthquakes in Japan. And the first thing that we want to know when an earthquake comes is whether a tsunami is hitting us. And if a tsunami is coming, we really want to know whether we're in the right spot to be, whether we want to go up a mountain or not, what time the tsunami is going to come. And all that decision has to be made really quickly, and we have to evacuate as soon as possible. And it's not really easy. When the time comes, you're panicking. So that's why I created a simulation for you to get used to it, or to get you prepared for the actual situation. So this is my title screen. You can click help to give you the help screen. Continue to simulation. So here you can set a few things. You can set the model city, and right now I only have Yokohama. That's where I come from. But you can actually add more cities, and yeah, I just didn't have the time. And you can set the magnitude of the earthquake. And 67 is actually a pretty big scale of an earthquake, and that is just typically the magnitude that causes tsunamis, so that's why I have this here. Let's go and start the simulation. Right, when I start the simulation, I'm at the corner of the terrain. And this terrain is the Yokohama terrain that I just set. You can see how there's a city line. Actually, I can go, when I go look around the terrain, you can see that the houses and all of that is set based on the terrain. So that's one feature that I have, automatically generating a city, and all of these are randomly placed. And you can see how the timer on the bottom right hand corner just turned red, and that indicates that the tsunami just arrived or just hit the coast. So you can see that tsunami just came up and it's advancing towards me, so I actually got to run away. And right now the tsunami's slower than I am, and that's just because for video shooting purposes I can change that back to normal. Then the tsunami's actually going to get faster than how I walk, and that's what happens in real life. Okay, let me just go to the top of the terrain so you can look down at the city. You can actually go through the houses for now, but looks better if I don't go through houses because that's realistic. So you can see the tsunami hitting the city. Yep. Right. You can see the compass on the bottom left-hand corner, which always points to north, which for this map happens to be that way, which is the higher end. Okay, let me show you what happens when I actually get caught by the tsunami. Okay, that's suicidal. So basically what happens is that inside the water, you get randomly placed around because that's what water does to you. It actually has a lot of force to just like displace you in whichever direction. Okay, let me try escaping. You can see how my health bar is going down, and I'm trying to escape, but I can't, because as the health goes down, my movement gets slower and slower and slower. And that's what happens in real life. So that was basically the main features of my simulator. That was Shinsai-Simulator. Press escape to go back. Right. Thank you for watching. That was my 5112 turn project. I hope you enjoyed.